It's kind of hard to believe it's took them this long, but Zaxby's has came out with a lemon pepper seasoning. This is an app exclusive, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like, what to expect, and how you can get it for cheap. Let's check it out. So starting today until I believe through the first week of July, you can get it on wings, you can get it on tenders, you can get it on a sandwich. You can also try the new flavor for about $5, and I'll tell you how. If you're a new member at Zaxby's, meaning you have never created an account with them, you can get a coupon for 5 free chicken tenders if you spend $5. You create an account, you get the coupon, spend $5, you get 5 free chicken tenders. To spend $5, what I did is I ordered 2 sides of fries, which comes out to like $5.90 some odd cents. Now I'll tell you, it took me a little bit to figure it out because when you select your chicken tenders, part of the options as far as how they're sauced or whatever, you can get them plain, sauced, or use their dry seasoning, which would be the lemon pepper in this case. If you select dry seasoning and select a lemon pepper, it will disqualify the offer because they say that you can only use it for plain tenders or sauce tenders. But if you select sauce, they still have lemon pepper underneath that option. Anyways, if you haven't figured it out, that's how you do it. If y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. All right, y'all, we are back at the house. We got the order. I know Zaxby's isn't a wing place, you know, but they do have wings and they have a lot of similar flavors that you can get at wing places. I'm surprised they've never had a lemon pepper seasoning. It's a very popular seasoning. It seems like most wing places have a good lemon pepper seasoning. I, for one, am pumped for this one. Lemon pepper is one of my go-tos because it's always a dry rub. I like dry rubs better. Sometimes I'm not trying to get, you know, my wings real saucy. I don't want to make a mess. And I like the flavor. I like a more lemony lemon pepper, like a real zesty lemon pepper versus, you know, some lemon pepper seasonings, especially, you know, there's all kinds you can buy in the store. Some of them are very peppery. I don't mind a little bit of spice, but I want more lemon. Enough talking, we'll just get into this. So this is the first look. Zaxby has good tenders. They're always nice and meaty, good breading, crunchy, but they're not overly breaded and they're always properly seasoned. I could tell when I opened the box, these were gonna be super good. They're very lemony. It's what I like. It's what it's supposed to be, in my opinion, with the lemon pepper seasoning. And they're just good. This tastes a lot like the lemon pepper seasoning from Wingstop. Very similar, not identical, but if you like lemon pepper from Wingstop, then you're gonna like this. And that being said, this is kind of a little bit of a side tangent, but Wingstop's tenders are not as good as these, period. They may be crunchier, they may have a crunchier outside breading, but as far as quality goes, these are better, I think. That's my opinion. That's not to say that Wingstop's tenders are not good, and no one can touch Wingstop's ranch, but Zaxby has really good tenders. Y'all, lemon pepper lovers will not be disappointed. These are so good. It's the zestiness of a lemon that feels like a freshly squeezed lemon. It's that lemony. It's way more, like you don't even really get a lot of the pepper from lemon pepper. It's mainly in your face lemon. That's what I like. That's what I want. I'm very, very pleased with this. So I kind of told you how I got this deal. Now, if you just get the tenders, the prices are the same. So the tenders are cheaper if you don't get them sauced at Zaxby's. The lemon pepper are the same price as any other sauce. So a 5-piece is like, just 5-piece tenders is like $9, I think. So when you look at it that way, this is a really good deal. You're getting 5 tenders and 2 sides of fries for, like I said, just over $6. Zaxby's is one of those places that I don't eat out a whole lot, and that's not for any reason other than the fact that I always forget about it. And it's things like this that kind of bring me back around to it. And they have the new quesadillas that I've not tried. They look good, and I almost did a little combo review, but I just didn't. The quesadilla is like $9, and I didn't need all that food, so I just wanted to do this, and I may do that down the road. You know, your chicken tender places like, well, in this area, we got Zaxby's and like Hugh Magoo's. Their chicken tenders are so much different than, you know, a Popeyes or Bojangles. I know a lot of people don't have Bojangles, but they're just completely different. I like these a lot better. They're more traditional. They're closer to Wingstop than they are to Popeyes and things like that. Like Popeyes and Bojangles, they kind of fry their tenders like their chicken, you know, that southern fried, real thick batter. These have just a very light batter. It's thick in places, but you know, it's just a solid chicken tender, good crunch, pretty light on the breading side. You know, I love Popeyes, but that is one thing that I've noticed with their tenders is sometimes you get a bite and there's just not a lot of chicken in it, you know. At least, you know, maybe that's a location thing, but I have noticed that. I'm telling you, the flavor of this lemon pepper is so close to Wingstop. It's dang near identical. It really is. The more I get into it, the more it really tastes like it. You know, sometimes at Wingstop, you get a wing that, and it's really only on the boneless or the tenders. You get like a real greasy flavored bite. I'm getting that a lot. It's on the saltier side, which reminds me of Wingstop because Wingstop sometimes is very salty, which is fine. I mean, if my chicken is like not salted at all, I'm gonna be more upset than if it's overly salty. It has to, you gotta season it, period. And I don't know that they said if this is a promotional only item, meaning if they're gonna keep it or not, right? Right now, it's in-app only for the next week or so. I wanna say it runs through the 5th. So this week, all week long, probably until the end of the weekend, if I had to guess. But y'all gotta try it if you're a lemon pepper fan. You really need to try it and try to get the deal. If you just make an account, you save a lot of money that way. Get a decent amount of food for not a lot of money at all. Lemon pepper is one of those flavors that I feel like is harder to mess up than it is to do right. There's not a lot in it, obviously, lemon, pepper. I would say some of them have like a little bit of sugar in them, but it's just a combination that really in any ratio, more lemon, less pepper, more pepper, less lemon is always gonna be good. Some people are just gonna prefer one over the other. They did a good job on this one. Y'all drop a comment, let me know what your favorite wing seasoning is or chicken seasoning is. You know, you really, if you've never had Wingstop's ranch, you can't appreciate how good it is. But the more ranches I eat from different restaurants, it's incredible how much different Wingstop's is, how much better it is. You wouldn't think that ranch could get that much better. You know, obviously some are gonna taste different than others, but Wingstop's is just blows everybody out of the water. It's not even close. It's crazy. This is a good example of what I was talking about with the greasier flavored bites, because this tender, let me show you this real quick. Let me sit this here. If you can tell on the bottom of this box, right, Wingstop's boxes, they always look like this. Right? It's just oil and the flavor, and a lot of the times the underside of those wings, they get real saucy, but the flavor is like super potent. That's how this last tender is. So if you check that out, that's what I'm talking about. When you get a bite of that, it has that Wingstop vibe to it. That's some good stuff. Overall, y'all, this is an absolute 10 out of 10. They hit this out of the park. I hope they keep this flavor around. They don't have any dry rubs other than this one right now, right? So that's something I think they should consider keeping around. This is a trial period. I'm sure they're gonna have super good reviews. I don't see anyone that likes lemon pepper not liking that. I'm telling you, it's just like, it's hard to say it's just like Wingstop's, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure there are some subtle differences. I don't eat either one enough to know what they are, but it is so close that blindfolded, I think you'd have a hard time telling the difference. But that is what I got for y'all tonight. Zaxby's new lemon pepper seasoning. Remember, it's an in-app exclusive, so you gotta do it on the app. If you walk in, I don't even know that they're advertising it. You can get it on the tenders, the bone-in wings, the boneless wings, or as a chicken sandwich. If y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That's it. That's a review. Y'all take care.